तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। Devotee, has God form or is he formless? Master, wait. First of all, you must go to Calcutta. Then only you will know where is Maidan. The Asiatic Society and Bengal Bank are located. If you want to go to the Brahmin quarter of Kharda, you must first of all go to Kharda. That is, if you want to reach one place, you have to reach the place where it is contained. Or you have to go through the gate which leads to that place. One is, when he says, first one, you must go to Calcutta to know where is Maidan and all that. Is a place, a area in which that place is there. First you go to the area in which, suppose you want to search for a house or a particular museum or anything, you have to go to that place. Suppose there is a museum in Bangalore, you have to go to Bangalore to see that museum. You are far away. Where to go is the place in which it is contained. The closest place. Now, in the world it is there, of course, because we are also there in the world. But how closest circle we search for? It is in Bangalore, it's very clear, within the small range of the proximity you mentioned. Similarly, you want to go to a place, there is a gate, somebody's house you want to go. First you have to enter the gate. The second one we see is Brahmin's quarter of Kharda, you must go to Kharda. Why should it not be possible to practice the discipline of the formless God? He is more intent on formless God. But he has liking for that, but liking will not be sufficient for us. We must have the capacity also. We have liking towards so many things, even the huge wealth, but do I have the capacity to earn that huge wealth? So that capacity also must be there. Capacity has, if it is not there, we have to increase that capacity. Why should it not be possible to practice discipline of the formless God? But it is very difficult to follow the path. One cannot follow it without renouncing woman and gold. There must be complete renunciation, both inner and outer. You cannot succeed in this path if you have the slightest trace of worldliness. That is, when I say I am Atman, again and again I have to identify the ultimate reality is that you are divine. And this is stated, you are divine independent of bodily existence. And that is the main Mahavakya, the great dictum, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. When I say Aham Brahmasmi, it is Anusandhana. I am experiencing the identity of mine with the. When I say Aham Brahmasmi, there are no two. There are no two. One. I am calling by different names. I and Brahman. Suppose I am Vinayakananda. When I say I and Vinayakananda are not different, it is one and the same. Like that, total identity between the name and the object. Now, when I say Aham Brahmasmi, Brahma is the ultimate, unchanging, eternal, infinite reality. Now, infinite of the moment space, there is nothing else, there is no duality. If duality exists, it limits to each other. So, that no duality, one existence of infinite. Now, when I identify with it, I have to deny that I am body. Insistence on Aham Brahmasmi, the one absolute existence, automatically denies that I am not body. And as a body, if I catch anything of this world as mine or as giving value and existence to it, then I am no more Brahman. My identity is one and my actions and behavior are otherwise. So the practice of that Aham Brahmasmi goes with the total renunciation of the world. As world also we dissolve in the Absolute. We don't see anything other than the Brahman. When I say the formless means there is one. I cannot be there if I am worshipping a formless aspect. With form, I keep the duality. Without form, there is no duality. There is neither world nor I. So there is one reality and I am that. So formless, the moment the formless concept comes, there is nothing else. That is the end. I am not there, you are not there, this is not there, that is not there, nothing other than that. It is a ocean of bliss, Ananda Sagara. It exists, so it is called Sat. It is conscious, so we call it Chit. It is because there is one without second, there is no dukkha, there is no bandhana, it is by itself is Ananda. If there is no duality, there is Ananda alone. Because a thing called dukkha is not there, it is Ananda. If dukkha is there, bandhana is there, it is other than one. Two has come into picture. When two are not there, Ananda only exists because Ananda doesn't have a duality. Ananda never has duality. Joys and sorrows of life, happiness and misery, pain and pleasure, these are all opposites are there. Ananda, bliss doesn't have a opposite. It is one without a second. When we say one without a second, it is Ananda Sagara. Sat Chit Ananda Sagara. It is existence alone. The observed is not there, observed is not there. Existence without an observer and observed. It's the ocean of peace without an experiencer and experienced. Peace alone. Similarly, it is bliss alone without an experiencer and experience. It's conscious. It understands it is bliss, Ananda. So, is it unconscious? No, it is conscious. It's consciousness itself. I am conscious. I am not consciousness. Because I have a body. Body has consciousness. Without body, I am conscious. Consciousness. Body, with body, I am conscious. Without body, I am consciousness. So, that is consciousness itself. So, Satchidananda Sagara. So, there it comes into picture. World, I have to renounce, and I cannot keep a duality with the world. The bodily sustenance, nature takes care. When the mind is merging in the absolute, the whole mind is colored, the mind is immersed in reality, thinking constant of infinite, unchanging, eternal reality. Thinking of the eternity, it loses the awareness of time. Thinking of infinity, it loses the awareness of space. When space-time continuum is lost, it is there without a relativity. We are in the relative existence. We move to the absolute existence where there is one. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling it is not that impossible, but thing is you have to begin with renunciation of the world, and second is denial of the body. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani nam. I am not the Panchabhutas with which this body is made. I am not the mind, I am not the denial, neti neti. Similarly, neti neti of this world, neti neti of my bodily existence. This is not Brahman, this is not Brahman. All I deny and go. My whole world is matter. Brahman is not matter. So, material world disappears. Its cause remains the Jala Tattva. Prithvi Tattva ends. Jala Tattva. Where did the Prithvi Tattva go? It merged in its cause, the Jala Tattva. Then this world is not Jala Tattva. Then it merges, Jala Tattva merges in the Agni Tattva. Agni Tattva merges similarly in the Vayu Tattva. Vayu Tattva merges in the Akasha Tattva. So one is winding up and we are reaching the source again by denial of the external world. Similarly, denial, I am not Annamaya Kosha, I am not Pranamaya Kosha, I am not Manomaya Kosha, I am not Vijnanamaya Kosha. As I go in, the thing, each kosha is merging in the other. And finally, only Atman remains. By denial, like leaving one step, I go to the higher step, I am renouncing the lower step to go to the higher step. I cannot stand on the lower step itself and think of climbing to I cannot carry that lower step to the higher step. I have to leave one by one and go neti neti. This is not roof, this is not roof, this is not roof. And finally when you go to the roof, you will see there is one existence. So Sri Ramakrishna is, one cannot follow without renouncing woman and gold, because other things of the world is not holding me. I need not renounce it because it is neither it is holding me nor I am holding it. What is holding me has to be removed. There must be complete renunciation, both internal and external, because most of the people think internal renunciation is sufficient, external need not be there. But it is all right, external need not be there, internal is sufficient for Saguna Sakara Aradhana. Through love of God, Bhakti Yoga if you are going, you are safe in the arms of God, in the lap of Mother. So there is no harm in keeping, because you are in and through it, you are transcending it. Here it is denial and transcendence. There is acceptance and transcendence. In Bhakti Yoga, we accept the world and go beyond. In Jnana Yoga, we deny the world and go beyond. Both are going beyond, one through acceptance, the other to the denial. Denial you have to tear away, acceptance you have to transcend. The denial is called renunciation. I am giving up, throwing away and going. There I am passing through and going. It is easy to worship God with form, but it is not easy as all that. It is easy to worship God with form, but it is not as easy as all that. One should not discuss the discipline of the impersonal God or path of knowledge with a bhakta. Bhakta is going in a different path. He is accepting and passing through it. If we bring renunciation into picture, there will be split in personality. The inner awarenesses get split. He starts feeling guilt for everything he is possessing. Otherwise, in love of God, he forgets. Love of God is such a thing, he is unaware of the possessions. Now, the moment you say renunciation is essential to a bhakta, his mind gets split. He starts feeling guilty. Oh, I should have. I'm holding this, that's why I'm not realizing God. So many confusions and starts. It is what was not bothering him till then. You see, a person had diabetes for a long time. It was discovered when he went to some place, and it was not disclosed to him at that time. Then he came back from his mother-in-law's place, had gone for a few days, he was sick, and blood was tested, and he had diabetes, quite strong diabetes. And it was not disclosed because he is in mother-in-law's house, let him enjoy. He was sent back, 14 years passed. Sometime when it was seen in between, he had diabetes, but it was not told to him. Once he himself had to go and see the report when others were not there. He was sick and saw he has got diabetes. From that day, his all peace of mind went off. His whole mind is what should I eat and what should I not eat. Till then, the diabetes was there in the body. It was not there in the mind. Now diabetes has entered the mind. So he can never more have peace in life. What he liked most when it comes to in his presence, he has to leave that. Oh, it is sugar, it is sugar, it is sugar. So till it enters mind. Now, he was peacefully going with all things, keeping his mind on God. All thing he was doing, bringing up children, looking after the family, everything was a worship unto God. Now, if you just go and tell him, explain him about Advaita, and give him the knowledge which he never wanted, it obstructs his path. Thakur used to say, don't disturb anybody's path. Because we are not experts in, we have our own understanding and our path which we want to infuse in others. Most of the sadhakas, most of the people, now even modern spiritualists, what fascinates man, like Kundalini Yoga and all these things, they want to highlight that and capture these people and put in the prison house. Advaita we want as a tattva. It is not meant for practice at gross level in the normal world where renunciation is not there. For them, the same goal they reach smoothly through Bhakti Yoga. There are paths to God. Bhakti Yoga is also path to God. Karma Yoga is also path to God. There are different ways of dealing one's own self. Jnana Yoga also is one of the paths. One should not discuss the discipline of impersonal God or path of knowledge with Bhakta. Sri Ramakrishna himself used to do. When a new devotee is coming, he used to mentally offer, before he reaches him, he knows that a new person is going to come. Mentally he used to offer a tulsi and a bilva to that soul which is coming with that body. The soul will accept one of that. If that soul accepts the tulsi, he belongs to the Bhakta school, that is Vishnu. And other is Shiva, Shaivism, and Jnana. His path is, one who accepts Bilva is Jnana, one who accepts Tulsi is, one who accepts both is the Divine Mother, because Shakti is common to all. So here we see, and one who stands in between without accepting both will be the yoga, the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So this we see that Sri Ramakrishna himself used to, and known people coming, the moment serious jnana discussion is going on, a bhakta enters. Immediately the whole atmosphere changes. Sri Ramakrishna immediately shifts the whole thing immediately to the bhakti. When he is entering, he is singing a bhajan, dancing in ecstasy. So each one has to move in his path. There are so many paths. Hinduism has a unique nature of making man go in his own path, with his own understanding, with his own capacity, with his own liking. Through great efforts, he is just cultivating a little devotion. You will injure it if you explain away everything as mere dream. This world is Maya if you tell. One who has accepted it and is walking through to go beyond, how it would be. Kabir was a worshipper of the impersonal God. He did not believe in Shiva, Kali or Krishna. He used to make fun of them and say that Kali lived on the offerings of rice and banana, and Krishna danced like a monkey when gopis clapped their hands. Oh, love. Kabiri Panth. They have the Om and Alak Niranjan and things like that. They use the terms. Many terms are there which identifies or indicates the absolute existence. He goes on using those terms. One of the terms addressing the absolute is Rama. The term Rama, he was kept by Vasishtha to Dashratha's son only for the thing that he sees the light first, then the baby. The infinite has become the finite. So he calls it Rama. So here we see the Kabir Panth, they use the term Rama also very often, addressing the infinite. One who worships God without form perhaps sees at first the deity with 10 arms. At last then the deity with 4 arms, then the baby Krishna with 2 arms. At last he sees the indivisible light and merges in it. What a beautiful thing you see. One who worships God without form, he used to make fun. One who worships God without form perhaps sees that first the deity is with 10 arms. Means 10 arms means the varieties of capacities. Varieties of means suppose I have 2 eyes, I have 100 eyes, means I can see so vast and so clear. Any side, anything coming, I can visualize. I have 2 eyes, I can see only in front. The housefly has compound eyes. Anything coming from any side, it can immediately recognize. It can be very difficult to catch a housefly. You will be able to catch a mosquito but not a housefly because it has multiple eyes it can identify. So here we see, he sees that vastness with 10 arms, then the deity with 4 arms. It is going on reducing. Then the baby Krishna with 2 arms. At last he sees the indivisible light and merges in it. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.